And let's begin with an exclusive update coming in on the Pegasus Snoopgate. Remember that the Israeli firm NSO, which is behind the spyware, has spoken to us here on India Today. Its spyware Pegasus is in the line of fire in several countries. Company's communication director refuses to reveal names of the companies that have been contracted with the company. Now, it claims that the list of countries was not accurate and calls all of the information that's out right now as fabricated information. This is the news that's coming in. NSO representative speaking to India Today, not just refusing to divulge details of who they have contracts with, which countries, but also going on to state that the current list that's doing the rounds is completely wrong.
Okay, well, the first question, the investigation by a consortium of journalists says several countries, which also includes India, used spyware Pegasus to snoop on its people, including journalists and social activists. However, giving the statement by NSO, which says it only supplies the spyware to vetted government and no other players. What could be the deal between Israel's NSO and India? And what could be the method of procurement?
Okay, so actually I can't refer to any of our customers. I just can say that we only sell to vetted governments, to law enforcement agencies and intelligence agencies. I can say that the list of countries that were mentioned in the first story of Forbidden Stories was not accurate. We are enabling governments to save lives every day, to save lives by investigating terror and crime and pedophiles, and to catch and prevent terror attacks and to prevent severe crime. And this technology is life-saving, and this is something that we must emphasize.
Do you think that it was some government agreement between India and Israel for India procuring the software for NSO?
I can't refer to NSO's customers.
I see. When the government of India denies the accusation of snooping on its people, what could be the base and substantial evidence to back the charges leveled in this series of investigations against the government?
So you have to ask the government. I can only speak on behalf of NSO, of course, and not on behalf of any other country.
I see. Would you like to add anything else regarding the trove of data that was published in the weekend?
I just want to emphasize that NSO is not related to the list published by Forbidden Stories. It is not an NSO list, and it never was. Just to say it, it's fabricating information. It is not a list of targets or potential targets of NSO customers. And the repeated reliance on this list and association of the people on this list as potential surveillance targets is false and misleading. NSO does not have any access to the data of its customers. And another thing that it's important for me to say is that this whole thing is speculation and theories and all baseless.
The NSO group, residing in the building behind me, found itself this week in the middle of a political turmoil as a piece of investigative journalism leveled accusations against the company that its spyware named Pegasus is being used by its customers and governments for all lawful surveillance against human rights activists, journalists, and political leaders. Among the data trove released, there were found hundreds of Indian phone numbers, among them phone numbers of a few dozen journalists, government critics, and even political leaders such as Rahul Gandhi. The company, I should state, is denying the accusations and denying any knowledge of the unlawful use done by its product by its customers.